Have you ever had that feeling? That crystal clear moment of insight where you see exactly how things are going to play out? You see the flaw in the plan, the unspoken tension in the room, the iceberg just beneath the surface. It feels like a superpower for a second. But then, you look around, and you realize you're the only one. Imagine you're in a big meeting. Everyone's buzzing, excited about a new project. But you see the fatal flaw, the logistical nightmare they're all ignoring. You try to speak up, to voice your concern, but you're met with blank stares or polite dismissal. They call you negative, a pessimist, and you're left sitting there, watching the train head towards a broken track, feeling completely powerless and alone. Or maybe it's with your friends. You're all out, laughing, having a good time. But you can feel it. The subtle shift in tone, the darting eyes, the tension between two people that no one else seems to notice. You feel like you're watching a play while everyone else is just living in it, blissfully unaware of the drama unfolding. You want to say something, to help, but how do you explain something that no one else can even see? You feel like a ghost at your own party. This feeling extends beyond our personal lives, too. You scroll through the news, you walk down the street, and you're acutely aware of the bigger societal issues at play. The injustices, the environmental crises, the systemic problems that seem so obvious to you. Yet, you talk to people, and they seem indifferent. They're more concerned about what's for dinner or the latest celebrity gossip. And this chasm opens up between you and the world. You start to wonder, am I the strange one? Am I seeing things that aren't there? It's a heavy weight to carry, this burden of awareness, and it can be one of the loneliest experiences in the world. So why does this happen? Why does seeing more often mean feeling more alone? A big part of it is something psychologists call cognitive dissonance. When your perception of reality clashes with someone else's, it creates a mental discomfort for them. The easiest way for people to resolve that discomfort isn't to reevaluate their own beliefs, but to dismiss yours. It's a defense mechanism. They label you as too sensitive, overthinking, or dramatic because it's easier than confronting a truth that might disrupt their comfortable worldview. And for you, the person with the insight, it's the classic burden of knowledge. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You can't just switch off your perception and go back to blissful ignorance. This creates a painful internal journey. At first, it's frustration. Why can't they see what I see? It's so obvious. You might try to convince them, to show them the evidence, to argue your point until you're blue in the face. When that fails, frustration often melts into a deep sense of loneliness. You feel fundamentally different, disconnected. You start to withdraw, believing that no one can truly understand you. You might even start to doubt yourself, to question your own sanity. This is a dangerous stage, where isolation can really take root and begin to feel permanent. But after the frustration and the loneliness, something else can emerge, a quiet acceptance. You begin to understand that you can't force others to see the world through your eyes. You can't drag them to your level of awareness. And that's okay. Your journey is your own. This is where the real work begins, navigating this unique path you're on. The first and most crucial step is self-validation. You have to become your own anchor. Your perceptions are real. Your feelings are valid. You are not too much. You are just aware. Stop seeking validation from people who are incapable of giving it to you. Trust your own gut, your own insight. It's your compass, and learning to trust it is the most empowering thing you can do. Next, you need to find healthy outlets for your insights. If you're constantly trying to share your deep thoughts with people who just want to talk about the weather, you're going to feel perpetually misunderstood. Instead, find a channel. Maybe it's journaling, writing down everything you see and feel without judgment. Maybe it's a creative pursuit like painting, music, or making videos. Art has always been a vessel for those who see the world differently. It allows you to process your perspective and share it in a way that people can engage with on their own terms. And finally, you have to learn to communicate more strategically. This isn't about dumbing yourself down, it's about being smart. Instead of dropping a huge truth bomb on an unsuspecting group, learn to plant seeds. Ask thoughtful questions that guide people to their own realizations. Instead of saying, "This project is going to fail," you could ask, "Have we considered what might happen if our supply chain is delayed?" You're still sharing your insight, but you're doing it in a way that invites collaboration rather than triggering defensiveness. You learn to choose your audience and your moments. Some truths are for your journal, some are for a trusted friend, and some are for a well-timed, carefully phrased question in a meeting. Now, I want to shift the tone here, because it's easy to hear all this and think it's a life sentence of solitude. But it absolutely is not. This journey through isolation is not the destination. It's a phase, a difficult but transformative one. The feeling of being alone in your perception is not a permanent state of being. It's a calling. It's a calling to find your people. We live in an age of unprecedented connection. The internet, for all its flaws, is a miraculous tool for finding like-minded souls. There are communities, forums, and groups for every niche interest and deep thought imaginable. Somewhere out there are people who have been waiting to talk to someone just like you. People who will hear your insights and say, "Yes, I see that too. I thought I was the only one." Finding this community is like coming home. It's the moment you realize your sensitivity isn't a flaw, it's a frequency. And you just needed to find others who are tuned to the same channel. These connections won't just end your loneliness, they will amplify your strength. Because ultimately, your unique awareness isn't a curse. It's a gift. It's the very thing that allows you to be a leader, an innovator, a healer, an artist. People who see what others don't are the ones who push humanity forward. They are the ones who solve problems before they become catastrophes, who create art that changes the way we see the world, and who build deeper, more authentic relationships. So, if you feel isolated by what you see, please know this: you are not broken. You are awake. And your purpose is not to shrink yourself to fit into a world that doesn't understand, but to use your vision to help create a new one. Turn your isolation into a source of strength. Find your tribe. And use your unique and powerful awareness to make a positive impact. Your perception is not your burden. It is your power. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more conversations like this. See you next time.